Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see about the basics of polynomials and how the addition and multiplication of polynomials are carried out. So a polynomial in the variable x is the representation of a function a of x is equal to a n minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus up to a2x square plus a1 x plus a naught. So here as a general form we can write it as a of x is equal to summation j is equal to 0 to n minus 1 aj x power j. So here the coefficient values are this a values aj starting from 0 to n minus 1. So a 0 to a n minus 1 are the coefficients of the polynomial, and when a polynomial is given, the highest non-zero coefficient is the degree degree of that polynomial, and any integer strictly greater than the degree will be called as the degree bound of that polynomial. We'll see two examples. A of x is equal to x cube minus 2x minus 1. So in this polynomial we can see the highest degree given here is 3. X cube is the highest degree, so degree is 3, and then degree bound means the value greater than the degree. So any value greater than this. So starting from 4 any value greater than that is the degree bound, and we have the coefficients here as so here this is the first coefficient minus 1. For x the coefficient is minus 2, and then here we don't have a x square term, so it means that the coefficient of that term is 0, so that is why 0 here, and for x cube the coefficient is 1. Similarly, another example, x cube plus x square plus 1. So if you see here x term is missing, so and the degree is 3, degree bound again it is greater than 3, and the coefficients will be 1. So since the x term is missing, the coefficient is 0, then 1 and 1. Now in the given polynomial the coefficient representation is so this is a polynomial of degree bound n. So from 0 to n minus 1 aj x power j. So for this we have the coefficient vector from a0 to a n minus 1. Again two examples showing how to get the coefficient values. So the coefficient for this polynomial is 9, minus 10, plus 7 and plus 6, and here minus 5, 4, there is a missing of x square term, so that will be 0 and minus 2. Now two things can be done here in this polynomials. One is the evaluation and another one is interpolation. So interpolation is the inverse of this evaluation or the opposite of that. So the operation of evaluating the polynomial a of x at point x0. So we have the polynomial a of x equal to something. So when we give some value for this x, then we can calculate the value of this polynomial, that is called evaluation. So for example, if I put x is equal to 2, then I can apply this 2 over all these x values and calculate this polynomial. So this is called evaluation. So it is told that the evaluation takes theta of n time using the Horner's rule. How we can add two polynomials? We know that in each polynomial we have a coefficient vector. So consider there are two polynomials a of x and b of x, and for the first polynomial we have a coefficient vector from a0 to a n minus 1 and another coefficient vector b0 to bn minus 1. So if we want to add these two polynomials, then it will take theta of n time, and the summation or after the addition of these two polynomials, the resultant polynomial will have a coefficient vector, say c, from c0 to cn minus 1, or we can in general we can say that cj equal to aj plus bj, where j is 0 to n minus 1. So we'll see how we can add the polynomials. So we are not going to disturb this x variable or its degrees. Okay, only the coefficients we are going to add. So the first polynomial is given as 6x cube plus 7x square minus 10x plus 9, and here minus 2x cube, there is no x square term, so leave that space, plus 4x minus 5. So here only thing we are going to add is the polynomial, the coefficient of the polynomial. So here 9 minus 5, plus 9 minus 5 is plus 4, then minus 10 plus 4 is minus 6, followed by x, and then plus 7, here it is actually 0, so it remains plus 7, and x square, then 6 minus 2 is 4, so 4x cube. So this is the addition of two polynomials resultant value. So for the resultant polynomial, the coefficients were 4, minus 6, 7 and 4. Then multiplying the polynomials. So here there is a difference between the addition and the multiplication. Because that here we are going to multiply each coefficient with every other terms in the first polynomial, the final result or the final product that we get after multiplying the two polynomials, the degree will be varying. For example, the two polynomials here we have taken has the highest degree as 3, but after multiplying these two, so how the multiplication happens? As a normal multiplication, so for using the coefficient of each term, we are going to multiply all the terms in the first polynomial. If you see here, 5 into 9 45, then 5 into 10 50x, so minus into minus plus, then minus 5 into plus 7, that is minus 35x square, minus 5 into 6 minus 30x cube. So similarly using 4, then using 2. Only thing is you have to write it in the correct alignment, and after adding that, we see that the highest degree of the product that we get is 6. Okay, so in general what we say is if a of x and b of x are polynomials of degree bound n. What is degree bound n? The one value greater than the any value greater than the degree. So in a of x and a of b of x, the degree is 3, so the degree bound must be 4 and greater than 4. So if we take the value n as 4, then 2n minus 1 will be 2 into 4 8, 8 minus 1 7. So the resultant polynomial will have degree bound 2n minus 1, because the degree of the resultant polynomial is 6, so its degree bound should be 7, so 2n minus 1. The multiplication of two degree bound n polynomials will take theta of n square time, since we are multiplying each coefficient in vector A with each coefficient in vector B. So it's the general form that we have written from j equals 0 to 2n minus 1 cj x power j. This is the product value. So actually that cj is ak into bj minus k. So taking one coefficient, first coefficient, then multiplying with all the coefficients in the b vector. Then when k is equal to 1, the second coefficient with all the coefficients in the b vector. So now this resultant coefficient vector c, that is from c0 to c2n minus 1, is also called the convolution of the input vectors a and b. So this here we have talked about only the normal polynomials and the multiplication and addition of polynomials. The next video will see the point value representation. Thank you.